Hi there, my name's Mickey O'Hara. I am the Director of Programs for Colorado Water Trust. Each year, the Water Trust reaches out broadly to water users across the state through what's called our Request for Water process. This was developed in partnership with the Colorado Water Conservation Board, and it's really the front door to restoring flows to our rivers in need across the state. Colorado Water Trust is a private, nonprofit, non-political organization, and part of our role is to connect with water users that may be interested in sharing their water rights with rivers while being compensated and ensuring that their water rights are protected. In a minute, three of my colleagues will walk you through some of our most commonly used streamflow restoration tools in Colorado. One of these tools includes long-term or permanent conveyance of water rights to the Colorado Water Conservation Board, while the other two do not, so there is some flexibility. In any case, the Water Trust can provide a free, confidential, no-obligation review of your water rights to determine streamflow restoration potential. If we do move forward in developing a project with you, any agreement can be tailored to suit the needs of your particular operation and your water rights. So we hope you'll stick with this video through the description of the three tools. And first off, we have our senior staff attorney, Kate Ryan, describing temporary leasing of water rights for in-stream flow.
Thanks, Mickey, and thanks to all of you out there for listening. The temporary lease program is a tried and true tool that we've been using since the 2012 drought. Due to its success, our General Assembly expanded the program this year. When we work with water users under this program, they can lease their water rights to the CWCB on a temporary basis for in-stream flow. Under the new legislation, water users can lease water for up to 5 and 10 years, and a 10-year lease period can be renewed twice, for a total of up to 30 years. Before this year's legislation, leases were for only 3 and 10 years, and we've gotten feedback from some of the water users we work with that the program has worked for them, and they would probably sign up for a 5 and 10 lease. Temporary leases have to be approved by the state engineer. For those of you out there familiar with substitute water supply plans, it's a very similar process, but state engineer approval is for a full 10 years. When the Water Trust helps to put together a temporary lease, we work with the water user to do a historical consumptive use analysis. It's that HCU of a water right that gets protected as in-stream flow, and there are always terms and conditions to protect other water users from injury. We work with water users to tailor temporary leases to fit their needs. For instance, water right leases can be made for an entire season, or they can be split season, enabling the water right owner to irrigate early season and then dry up only for late summer months. Also, any type of water can be loaned, ag water, stored water, any type. With all temporary leases, compensation is available and the HCU of your water right is protected. By law, there cannot be any diminishment of HCU or abandonment of water right while it's leased under this program. Now you'll hear from Staff Attorney Allison Gould on another tool we use, the Water Conservation Program.
Another tool we use to restore flows is a water conservation program. While these conservation programs do not allow your water rights to be used officially for in-stream flow, there are many situations where this tool can help restore flows to a river or stream in need. Approved water conservation programs allow you to reduce use of your water rights in 5 out of 10 years while retaining ownership. During years when an approved program is implemented and water is left in-stream, your water rights are afforded protections against abandonment and diminishment of HCU. Both the Colorado Water Conservation Board and the Colorado Water Conservation District have approved water conservation programs in various parts of the state since 2015. Previously approved programs can include split-season irrigation use, programs implemented when stream flow reaches a certain threshold, and limited duration programs to respond to short-duration need for water while maintaining agricultural productivity. These programs are quite flexible, and we always work closely with our partners to design projects that work for their specific needs. Next up, Tony LaGreca, our project manager, will describe one more type of project. Thank you.
Thanks, Allison. Hi, I'm Tony LaGreca, project manager with the Colorado Water Trust. Short-term leases and water conservation programs are fantastic tools for both the environment and for water users. However, some water users are looking for more long-term solutions with their water. For those users, we generally do either a long-term lease or a permanent transfer to in-stream flow. Similar to our other tools, any type of water can be used for these tools. A city might protect in-stream flows on a river flowing through its downtown parks. A rancher may change part of his water rights to improve stream health on their property. Or a municipal user may change some of their storage rights to allow for in-stream flow releases. Even with these long-term tools, project designs can be flexible to allow for water sharing agreements rather than typical buy and dry type transfers. For example, an agricultural project can allow for a split season operation, allowing irrigation in the early season and in-stream flow protection in the late season. Annual project operations can also be flexible depending on water year forecasts. For example, a city may forego in-stream flow protection to bolster its drinking water supplies in a drought year. Or in a particularly wet year, the fallow date for a split season operation may be pushed later into the season. However, unlike our other projects, permanent transfers and long-term leases require a water court change case to obtain a new decree allowing for in-stream use. This is an extra step that we don't have on our other projects, and it leads to a little more time and effort before we can implement these type of projects. The Water Trust legal and technical staff are here to do that hard work and to make sure that these projects are a success. Finally, compensation is available at market rates for these type of projects. And of course, water rights donations are always accepted and may be tax deductible. Thank you. Back to you, Mickey.
Thanks for sticking with us. I hope those brief descriptions were helpful. If you have questions or would like more detailed information on any of the tools we use or the request for water process, please don't hesitate to give us a call or visit us at our Request for Water webpage. You can also find a water rights application there to get involved in the process. Thanks so much for listening.